Welcome to the Jobnik.
I'm joined by a member of Israel's Knesset and former Israeli ambassador to the United Nations, Danon. Mr. Danon, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Mike.
So U.S. officials are being asked about Israel withdrawing much of its ground forces from southern Gaza. Let's play this clip and I will have you respond, sir.
It is really just about rest and refit for these troops that have been on the ground for 4 months, and not necessarily, that we can tell, indicative of some coming new operation for these troops. They've been on the ground for 4 months. The word we're getting is they're tired, they need to be refit.
What do you say, Danny?
Let me be very clear, Mike. The war is not over. It's far from being over. We will continue the war until we bring back all the hostages back to Israel and eliminate Hamas. And we are getting ready for the next operation in Rafa, in the city of Rafa. I think we will wait a few more days. If there will be no deal about the hostages, we will step into this city. We will fight the Hamas battalions who are there, and we will see what we can do about releasing the hostages. We waited for a very long period of time to negotiate with Hamas. If they are playing with us and with the U.S., with the Qataris, with the Egyptians, they will find out that we know how to fight, and we will find them even in Rafa.
There are concerns about Iran potentially retaliating against Israel and potentially American interests. If Iran lashes out, is Israel ready?
First of all, we take those threats seriously. We are on high alert here in Israel, but life is continuing. But the military has very impressive air defense system. And I can tell you, as former Deputy Minister of Defense, that I feel that we are ready for any threat coming from Iran. And if they will dare to send UAVs or missiles from Iran to Israel, they will pay a heavy price. We hope it will not happen. We have no interest to start another front with Iran. So far, they're using proxies against us. But if they will make that mistake, they will pay a heavy price.
Today is precisely 6 months since this conflict began. I'm sure it feels much longer for the families who have hostages being held. What are your reflections 6 months into this conflict, sir?
We believe that it will be over by now. We hope that we will see the hostages back home. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. We were able to release only few of them. And the people of Israel, they are praying for the hostages. They are thinking about them. And we are determined to do whatever is necessary, how long it will take, in order to bring them back home. You have Americans, you have Christians, Muslim hostages. Many people are praying for them from all around the world. But when you deal with Hamas, there is no logic. It's not like kind of negotiations. You think, let's have the middle ground. Let's find a deal. With them, they have interests that nobody can understand. That is why I believe that the only way to finish the war is to go all the way with force and eradicate this evil terror organization.
Do you worry about what appears to be some friction between your prime minister and President Biden having an impact?
Absolutely. At the beginning, we saw President Biden coming to Israel, standing with us, and we appreciate the support that we receive from the U.S. But, real friendship is when it's becoming hard. And now it's becoming hard when we see the international pressure, and we expect our ally to stand with us. You cannot say we support Israel, but stop the war. We cannot stop the war. If we stop the war now, it means Hamas won. And if Hamas will win this war, you will see the enemies of Israel from Tehran, Beirut, Damascus, you name it, that they would come against us. That is why it became an existential threat. So we expect our allies from the U.S. and other countries to realize that they have to stand with us until we remove this threat from the area.
Are you concerned about some Democrats in this country, particularly the most liberal ones, talking about withholding aid to Israel and worried about using that as leverage against the Israeli government to get action by the Israelis?
Well, unfortunately, you have those radicals in different countries, different parties. When someone says, let's stop supporting Israel or sending aid, it's actually saying, I'm supporting Hamas. I'm supporting those savages who committed the atrocities on October 7th, the one who brutally massacred, raped, kidnapped babies. So if you don't support Israel, you stand with Hamas. I think it is unfortunate, but I believe that the majority of the American people stand with us. They realize that they are now, Hamas is fighting Israel, but those radicals, they will fight the U.S. if they can do that. So we are in the front line, and I believe we have the support of the American people.
Danny Danon, thank you very much for your time today, sir.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and hit subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Until next time, stay informed and inspired. This is Dejobnik signing off.